Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may be watching this. Thank you for stopping by to watch, and I am just so blessed beyond words, beyond what I deserve. I wanted to give a publishing update and talk about a few other things happening as well. And I just still stand in amazement that God is blessing this book ministry like He is, because I am so undeserving. I'm not perfect, obviously. No one is. I've made my mistakes, and I'll be the first to admit that. I make mistakes every day. We all do, so don't beat yourself up when you make mistakes. Just learn from them and ask for forgiveness, and definitely move forward. I can't say it enough how blessed and honored I am to have been signed on by Christian Faith Publishing. They also accepted the book. They said it was audiobook worthy. Originally, I didn't think that was really going to be an option, but God has worked that out for that to happen. So I spoke with an audiobook company yesterday that was suggested to me by the publisher that they work together with. He said he didn't see a problem with it. Of course, the team has to approve it. We're currently in editing right now with Christian Faith Publishing. That takes some time, which, that's understandable. They take their time, they do it right, which an author really appreciates. So once we're out of editing, the audiobook company, Audiobook Network, can look at it and either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Y'all pray for the thumbs up. The Call for Emily is Christian fiction suspense. I absolutely love the plot. It's about a little baby. It starts out, she's a baby. Emily was abandoned at, pretty much she was a newborn, at the local 911 center in the town where it's based. And one of the dispatchers absolutely falls in love with her and adopts her. Emily is diagnosed with TSC. She has seizures. She can't speak. She can't walk on her own. And when she's 5, she is the only witness to her adoptive mother's murder. So who takes care of Emily? Do they find her mother's killer before he finds Emily? And meet one very determined detective. He's very determined. And his family ends up, in the spin of things, they end up, some of them getting kidnapped as well, from a safe house, of all things. And so it's a pretty interesting and deep little plot. I enjoyed writing it. And Lord willing, there's gonna be a series, kind of a spin-off, I guess. I don't really know what you'd consider it, but we're gonna go back in time and find out why Detective Gabriel Isaiah was so determined to solve this one case. He had 6 weeks till retirement when The Call for Emily opens. And he is just bound and determined before he retires, he's going to solve this case. I said when it opens. We don't meet him till, like I said, till Emily's 5, later on in the book. But when we first meet him, he has 6 weeks left till retirement. He's bound and determined, he's going to solve this case. Good detective. I really enjoyed the Adair County Book Fair on Saturday. Met some really nice authors and got to catch up with some people that I hadn't talked to in a very long time. Also had a really good time with my good friend. I've adopted her as an adopted mama. I've adopted both her and her husband. Miss Phila May Cowell. Everybody knows her as Miss Phil. She was Russell County's children's librarian at the public library for 30 years, and she's really helping me out with a lot of things, and her husband too. I really enjoy singing and recording with Ron, so I'm really glad God's put them in my life. I appreciate all of my family and friends who support me, including my little sidekick. You can't see her, she's behind me, but my little 4-legged baby. She likes to lay in my lap when I write, or lay beside me, so she's my sidekick. Also, I want to take a moment to say thank you to my grandmother, Carolyn. She helps me so much with this page, and she and my grandpa are so supportive of me. Also, to my other grandma, I'm going to stop naming names because my sister, she also helps me with publishing the books on Amazon, and I just appreciate my whole family and my friends. Again, I want to stop naming names before I leave somebody out. I love my mom and dad too. I'll say that. But yeah, God's just good. I get speechless sometimes just thinking about His awesomeness because I'm so undeserving. What else was I going to talk about? Sorry, it's kind of early. So I'm working on another Christian fiction suspense right now. It's called Threads of Hope. I don't have an end date to be done with that exactly. I have a date in my head I'd like to be done, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. So it's about this husband and wife. They were both police officers. They've been married for 50 years. They retired at the same time, but he went back, and he ends up getting poisoned and ends up in ICU. His wife Amy is bound and determined she's going to find her husband's attacker. He was attacked silently, and it's happening a lot these days. So I'll talk more about the book later, but Amy does get kidnapped, so just leave it there. Pretty interesting plot. I'm also working on writing a devotional. This is a first. I've started to at one point in the past, and I just didn't really, I guess I wasn't doing it exactly right, or maybe at the time I wasn't supposed to. But God has led me in the direction to do that now, and I'm excited about that. So I hope Prayer Closet is a blessing to a lot of people. It's definitely been a blessing to me, and any writer can probably tell you when you're writing a devotional, really makes you do a self-check. Like, when you're writing through things, and you're like, okay, I need to pray about this for myself. So, you hope that's what the reader gets as well. And, let me think. So I just also finished recording a Christmas CD, too. So it's been kind of busy. Plus, my little fur baby is epileptic, so, we deal with daily seizures. So, but I wouldn't trade her for nothing. So yes, it has been kind of busy, and I enjoy being busy most of the time. Sometimes it's overwhelming, like, my prayers are being answered, my dreams are coming true. So, y'all just have a blessed Veterans Day. You see a veteran out, you have time, not just today, but any time. They took time to serve our country. Take time to tell them thank you for their service. Thank you to my favorite veteran, my grandpa. Yesterday was his birthday, by the way. I hope he had a really good one. Glad I got to spend it with him. Glad to still have him and my grandmother. So blessed to have 3 of my grandparents still living. I have my pa. He's in heaven, and he was also an American veteran. I'm very proud of that, to be the granddaughter of 2 U.S. veterans. So, if you want to check out the books on Amazon, the prices have been updated. I'm blessed to also have 7 books published on Amazon. If you're an author or writer and you're not published yet, and you're kind of like me, your budget's on the low end of things, but you'd like to get a start, Kindle Direct Publishing is a good way to go. It's step-by-step, walks you through. You can be a published author 24 hours, basically, give or take. And it's free to publish. So, I'm also doing a new thing. I've wanted to do it for months, and I finally figured out how to do it. I'm writing a Kindle Vella story. You publish 1 episode at a time. The first 3 episodes are free to readers. Lord willing, the 3rd episode will release this week. Just go onto your Kindle app, type in Run in the search bar by Samantha C. Sinclair. Let me know what you think about Brooke and her predicament. Do you think she'll keep this handsome detective at arm's length, or do you think she'll let him help her? Brooke finds herself, she's a police chief, by the way. She finds herself on the opposite side of justice no fault of her own. So I'm excited to hear your feedback, and you can also check out the God's Silver Lining book series, paperback and Kindle format, in order: Emergency Romance, One Step Toward Faith, Over and Over Again, The Keeper of My Soul. That's probably the deepest book I've written to date, actually. God Shining Through, and our newest release, Amazing God. There's also a standalone titled A Glimmer of Hope that I have dedicated to a couple of my family members and all emergency services.